you guys, how's it going? I'm back already. Um, I recorded a little bit, which I'll include my last craning session, and I'll include that in this video, probably in the beginning of it. Um, right now, I've mapped out where I want to put each color in the mix here. It's not exactly verbatim, like mirrored or anything like that. But I think I like how they're positioned. I'm gonna branch out this side a little bit more inward, so it's not as much of a gap. What else? I kind of want maybe to go back with these little the light up leaves and maybe make those kind of interspersed throughout the cranes instead of all off to the side. Now that I'm seeing them, I wanted to get them all done like on the sides because I was worried that after, if I tried gluing it after, that the glue would get on the cranes. But I know that if I, cover it, I won't have that problem. So we'll see how much time I have. I'm planning a photo shoot for it on the 20th with my buddy. And so I have about 10 days. Today is the 8th, I believe. And, or 9th. I think it's the 9th. Sorry. So we're going to see how it goes. I still have to hang 100 of the random cranes that I have that hang straight up and down instead of from the bottom. So I'm not sure how I want to do that yet. And I'm going to hang the Vloggerino cranes. I think I have an idea of like draping it underneath. The 10 Vloggerino cranes will be draped underneath. And I think that'll look cool, like it's hanging from the tree. Because I wanted those to be a focal point. Kind of sad that I'm covering up all this line work. But how else am I going to fit everything? I underestimated the amount of space I was going to need. I had really no idea how much space I would need. But I'm happy with how it's looking so far. I really hope Peter is too. I feel like I asked him a bit of a dumb question the other day when I was asking him about any post office restrictions. And he said he wasn't aware of any. And that they keep the packages behind the desk that are too large for him. But I kind of asked him after that. I asked him if he wanted me to I asked him because I watch his vlogs a lot, and he mentions how he struggles with finding suit pants and like suits sometimes at Macy's. And so I work there, And I thought, oh, maybe he would want me to keep an eye out for him for any cool suits and whatnot. Because I like seeing the new suits that come in and the really cool stuff that you have to buy right away, and otherwise it's not sold anymore, or it's not on sale anymore. Get ahead of the game, just have an in, right? And he wasn't. He said, "No, that's sweet of you to ask and whatnot." And then I was nervous because I feel like I kind of troubled him on his trip, or like made it seem like I was trying to sell him Macy's product, but I don't really care about selling Macy's product. Like, I'm not on the sales floor anyway. I am part of the style crew, but I don't make any income from it, so it doesn't really benefit me to sell the stuff. But I hope he didn't feel like I was like trying to pull one on him or something, or sell him something, especially while he was on his trip. I kind of feel bad about that too. I've made that mistake in the past where I've tried to bring up like future plans while somebody is on vacation, and people don't want to focus on that stuff while they're on vacation. They want to be on vacation. They don't want to think about what they're going to do next. Which can't relate because I'm constantly worried about the future. So I apologize if I distracted you at all, Peter. I mean well, I promise. I just thought it'd be fun or whatnot. But it's okay. Also, my husband told me that some guys don't like people shopping for their suits. And, he said it's kind of weird. And I'm like, oh crap. Oh crap. I don't want to be weird. Like, now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I know my taste. And Peter and Alex know their taste. Why would I know their taste or whatnot? Or, like, why would, he want me to shop for him? It's like, yeah, it made sense to me, so I was sorry if it's a faux pas to offer to purchase men's suits for people. I'm kind of new to this. Honestly, it's probably laughable as well because he probably has more suits buying experience than I do because I'm newly transitioned. I've only been a guy for 4 years. So, it's not like I have an endless repertoire of suits in my head, even though I worked in the men's department for like, I don't know, 5 months, 6 months at Macy's. It's not like I know all the ins and outs of tailoring. doesn't really look like a branch, does it? Should I put it on top of it so they don't break up? We'll see when I finish forming the line what would look cool. We didn't get to watch Jurassic Park because my husband didn't want to rent it. Because it costs, I don't know, $5 or something. I feel like we're part of the older generation that used to have free stuff online, so we are reluctant to pay for stuff that's not in the theaters or something. But this is the new thing, you know? It's the new world we live in, where things are streamed instead of going to the theater. And honestly, I prefer watching stuff at home nowadays. I did enjoy watching Avatar in the theater, but I don't have an IMAX movie theater with a 3D screen in my house. I do have an old Sony 3D TV, which I don't think they offer 3D movies anymore to pay, like to rent or anything on streaming services. I don't know. And I don't even know where the glasses are. The TV is really old. It's for my parents. They got rid of it a while back. So, who knows if it works or not. Oh, man. My anxiety was on a trip today at work. I don't know, it just sunk into me that I have 10 days to complete this. And I was like, starting to hyperventilate a little bit. I'm like, you know what? I got this. I knew. I guess I don't have. I was going every other day to work on it. But I'm realizing that I don't have every other day now. So I guess that startled me a little bit. Because I have to grind a little bit, but I'm not concerned because, number one, it's enjoyable to do. Number two, I have full confidence that I'll be able to complete it in time. So I'm not, and even have time extra. Like, I plan on doing a lot of this today. So I'll have a little bit of time to rework the light up leaves if I want to, add finishing touches, all that jazz. Make sure everything looks pristine. And figure out the shipping box situation. I think I have an idea, but I need quite a large box. Like 48 inches up and down and 35 inches across, 36 inches across. So it's a big box. But it doesn't have to be terribly wide. It can be like, I don't know, 4 inches wide. I just gotta find one. That's all. And they have them at like Macy's. Whenever we get a truck in, we get boxes that say that are specific for garments and stuff, or like fragile items, and it says like, do not lay on its side. You know, like. But of course, they're gonna lay it on its side if I ship it through UPS or whatnot. But and not in a pallet. So I'll figure it out. My old boss works for UPS, so I'm gonna give him a phone and see if he can see what he can tell me about boxes and where I can get one, or if I can have it custom made or whatnot. And then, well, UPS does do custom boxes. I haven't gotten a quote from them yet, though. So I'll be looking into that shortly. I'm really excited. This is turning out so pretty. I just want to take a moment to live in this moment and just appreciate how far I've come on a project that's taken me a whole year to do. I never thought I would do something like this before. Something so beautiful, something so grand for someone. It's so lovely. Getting a little teary-eyed. This is so nice. Thank you for spending time with me. I've been having so much fun chatting with you guys and just learning from this and learning new skills, making new things. I learned how to fold a crane. I learned how to fold a puppy dog. I learned how to use a drill. That's a really useful technique that I've been wanting to know how to do because I need to hang some frickin' pictures, once in a while, Knowing how to use a drill is so useful and underrated. I got my video for my friend at work, my coworker. She signed to me on the day after New Year's Day. Or New Year's Day. She signed. I didn't understand what she was trying to tell me. I was like, H N Y. She just kept signing that to me and she was laughing. And I was like, what are you saying? Like, H N Y, and she's like, oh my goodness. So she types it up on her phone, and she said, "Happy New Year." I'm like, oh my god, I've never. I've always seen it typed out before, HNY, in all caps and everything. I've never like been like HNY, for a conversation, but it's easier to do that than to sign it, right? Because I don't know all the sign language. She was so sweet. Okay, well, that's the last one. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you what I did. Okay. Well, sorry. Okay, so I did the yellow. I also did the green. So this is what I got so far. Now, I am moving on to the red right here. Okay. This is getting done so fast. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Why did the green look like so much more? Doesn't it look like more? I don't know. Okay. You know what takes forever though? Opening the rings. Just sitting there opening rings. It's very boring. I'll watch Peter's vlogs while doing it, but I just get so bored opening these rings. I'm like, I want to work with the pretty colors. Hurry up. D&D was great yesterday. I was so tired though from work that I was like, I don't feel like filming. Also, I feel like I want to update my living room a bit before we film again. I don't know how I feel about it. My living room is so messy. It's like in any shot, you'll get some crap piled in the back or something. But I got, for Christmas, I got those LED light strips. So I'm thinking about putting that in the living room around the ceiling. But at the same time, I don't know if I have enough to cover all the space. And also, if I'm leaving in September, is it really worth all the effort? I mean, we don't have money saved to move as of right now. So we'll have to see how it goes. I don't know if we'll be able to move out. I've been in this same apartment for 8 years, and we've been wanting to make, we've been wanting to, where'd it go? I lost the ring. We've been wanting to have a change of scenery for quite some time, my husband and I. So how have you guys been? anything eventful happen? I didn't talk about any New Year's goals. Did you make goals? Do you make goals for yourself? I don't. Why? Because I believe in doing it as I go. And I will do things when I'm ready. And the more I try to push myself, the more I repel. I mean, I did have to push myself hard to get a job again after I fell into my depression. But I was agoraphobic for like 2 years, and I stayed in bed for like 2 years. So I didn't want to be in that position anymore, and I knew that I needed. I felt so guilty for not helping with rent, and I was basing my worth off of how much I made. And I think that's why one of the main reasons why I fell into such a deep depression is because I was at a job that was shutting down. They were closing up shop, and I was making $9 an hour in 2016, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't have any college education. I tried going a semester of college for one semester and had my first mental breakdown and ended up in a psych ward for a week. And I just didn't know who I was, or what I wanted, or what I wanted to do. I felt like my world was turned upside down because I was raised to believe that as a Catholic you are to get married and have children. And that's all I thought about. And when I decided that I wasn't going to have children and that it was like too expensive to have children and it was too much for me mentally to have kids, I feel like I got more lost. I was like, well, if I'm not doing that, then what am I gonna do? I just had no idea what my next step was gonna be in my life. And I didn't realize it at the time. I just started getting more and more depressed and dissociating more and more and more. Didn't realize I'd probably been dissociating since childhood. I won't talk about why I felt like I was dissociating in childhood yet. We'll save that for a different day. Maybe years from now, who knows? But yeah, I lost my way, and I'm finally starting to find it again. I think I really liked YouTube. I'm starting to get into it a lot. And my art. I'm not any master craftsman or anything like that. And a lot of my artwork needs refining. Like my chainmail needs refining, and my knowledge on materials needs refining. But I'm really enjoying giving people things to people and seeing people so happy. It just really makes my day, knowing that I gave somebody a really, really profound gift. Oh, my boss really loved the chocolates. She said her sister was stealing them as well. She took a few, and she said her sister said that, she's like, this one tastes like strawberry. And she's like, I think this one tastes like strawberry. And I said, yeah, the pink ones are strawberry flavored chocolate. And she's like, no, that's what we thought. And I asked her if the dark chocolate was to her liking, and she said yes. She said it was very creative, what I did. And I said, oh, thank you. She said that her sister didn't give her a present or anything, or make dinner or anything, and her sister had bought her a salad the day before her birthday, and she's like, oh, well, you can eat your salad that I bought you for dinner. So she was mad. And, you know what's funny is that my mom, she helped me come up with ideas for her present and everything, and I told her that I didn't want to make her a cake because she was on a diet, and my mom was like, why don't you buy her a salad? I'm like, who the heck wants a salad as their birthday gift? Really, Mom? Like, especially somebody who's on a diet who has to eat salads every freaking day of their lives. Like, you want me to give that to her as a present for her birthday? Wow. She's like, oh, well, I'm just thinking of her, she's on a diet, so she can't eat a lot. I'm like, come on, Mom. It's her birthday. She can eat something. She can have a cheap moment. We don't have to buy her a Cheesecake Factory gift card. Which I was thinking about doing. But I liked this idea better. The chocolates. So I learned from that one. And I think I can make them better next time. I still have chocolate left over. I think I might make some for my friend, Ashley. I miss her so much. We get so busy, her and I. She's very busy with work, and I'm busy with artwork and work. So we haven't had a whole lot of time to say hello. My brother-in-law is playing a video game out there, so if that's what you're hearing, if you're hearing that loud noise in the background. Almost done with the third color for today. I'm doing good, and I took down the white cranes today so I can restring them because I didn't like how they were huddled up like bats down below. I mean, I totally reworked my idea from the original plan, which was to have them in clusters like that at the bottom. And, not at the bottom, I mean like throughout the sculpture and have them look like bushes. But after these kind of started to turn into the leaves, I was like, well, what can I do with the cranes that's also it was covering all of the light strands. I was like, it was just solid, you know, it was no space, no gaps in between. So I was like, gosh, I can't justify covering all of this with cranes. Like, I need to have some of it peeping through and not just being like totally blocked out, because then it'll be for nothing really, you know, like all that stringing and weaving, all of that would be hidden. I'm like, oh, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to tone it down that much. Yeah. Oh, lost another ring. That seems to be a common theme now. Sorry, I keep forgetting that you guys are watching. And then you just left down there while I'm up here. Okay. Okay. I also learned something with my D&D sessions is that A, I'm not good at improv. B, most of my jokes are raunchy and sometimes inappropriate. So I need to work on content. And last red one. Okay. I'll show you the progress so far. Can you really see? It seems really dull in the picture there. So that's what I've got so far. Now I've got one more color, orange, to go throughout here. And then I'll do the other side. I'll show you what it looks like with the lights off too. Yeah, I definitely want to put some of those leaves throughout the center. Okay. Let's put it back on. Oh, need to grab my orange ones. Seeing these bags empty is kind of surreal. I'm like, holy crap. I've got 3 whole bags empty. I'm like, whoa. They've been in those bags for so long. My stomach needs to shut up. My God. I really love how this turned out like I wanted it to, with the cranes, like hanging the cranes from upside down. I love how that it turned out really well. Like, I didn't think it would, or I didn't know if it would or not, and I was like, oh crap, I might have wasted a lot of time and material, and I poked holes through these, and what am I gonna do, you know? I would have had to string them straight up and down or something, and been really... I've seen the crane, like, stringings like that, like they just have a bunch stacked on top of each other, and you can't see the individual cranes very good. So I was like, I don't want to do that. I want these to be dynamic. I want them to be free. I want them to fly. Okay, I'm back. And here's what I've got so far. I've got 1, 2, 3 colors left to do. And that's it. It's looking really vibrant. What do you think? Do you like the colors mixed in? Okay. That's it for today. Oh, here it is with the lights off. Pretty cool. Alright, guys. I hope you have an amazing day. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. So Peter might have to fluff this up after he opens it in the mail. I have no idea what's going to happen in transit. I am nervous. Let's just say that. I have no idea. But I'm going to try and attempt to hang it inside the box. Sorry, a couple fell on the floor. Don't fall on the floor. You're gonna be disrespecting it. Don't do that. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit.